to say. Just include it. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's why it's a no 1 without a 2, no A without a B. So if I have an A, I have a B. And a 1, I have a 2. Now if I go all the way down to little a, little b here, then I should probably go all the way down to little a and little b down here. Does that make sense? Because you want everything to be developed at approximately the same level. Yeah, evenly. Good. Okay? What sorts of things go on the Roman numerals?
The
Thesis. So big ideas, right? So if I'm putting a big idea on one Roman numeral, I gotta put big ideas on the other Roman numerals. So, should you put your hook here? If you're developing your introduction? And a lot of people like kind of get tripped up with that because when you do a Roman numeral 2, what do you put on Roman numeral 2? What goes here? Topic sentence generally, right? You guys are used to developing an outline by paragraph, and you put topic sentence here, and that's usually your first sentence. So then, when you do your introduction, a lot of people will go, well, I just put my first sentence there. But that doesn't really make sense because your hook is not the main idea of the introduction. The thesis is the main idea, or it's the big important part at least, right? So, put your thesis there. And on your A, B, C, all that, just put what development you're going to use. All right, you probably aren't going to go all the way down to 1s and 2s on numeral 1. Okay. You have to indent. Everything has to be indented on the same level. Okay. So notice that all the A's and B's are all right here in the line. All the 1s and 2s are all in a line. Do you know why that is?
Organization.
It helps when you're looking at it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What can I do now? I can come right in and I can see all of the things that you put as an A's and B's. If I just want to read your outline and looking at the thesis and the topic sentences, all I have to do is come out to the Roman numerals. They're all out here and they're easy to find. So I can just read through it like that, right? Whereas if I want to then go in and say, okay, let me look at all the evidence, I know exactly where to find the evidence. So if you're putting commentary on A, what do you need to put on B? Commentary. If you're putting evidence on A, what do you need to put on B? Evidence. It needs to stay consistent throughout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that's the highlights. One thing that you need to think about is that when you go into Microsoft Word, when you press Enter, then it'll immediately give you a Roman numeral 2, right? If you press Tab, it doesn't give you the A automatically. It gives you 1. So you have to go in and change that. But usually if you change it like once, it will stay. But you need to go back and look. Because another thing that it does sometimes is you make that A and that'll be B, and then you go to Roman numeral 2, and instead of A, it gives you like C or F or whatever. Okay, so just make sure you look at it. You can click on it and change it. You can set up a new template and save it, and then it'll always do it correctly for you, but you have to know how to do that. Any questions? Did I cover it all? Okay.
Corey has a...
Yeah.
Never mind.